Imagine a company so powerful it could buy elections, rewrite laws, and build massive projects across 3 continents, all funded by a secret river of bribes. This isn't a movie plot. It's the true story of Odebrecht, a Brazilian construction giant, and the biggest corruption scandal in modern history. For decades, Odebrecht was a symbol of Brazil's rising economic power. Built everything from subways in Venezuela to dams in Angola. But behind this success was a dark secret, a hidden department, literally called the Division of Structured Operations, created for one purpose and one purpose only, to systematically bribe politicians, public officials, and business leaders. The scheme was shockingly simple, yet brilliantly executed. Odebrecht would intentionally overbid on public works contracts. The extra money, once the contract was won, would be funneled through a complex web of offshore accounts and shell companies. This slush fund, worth billions of dollars, was then used to pay bribes. These payments ensured Odebrecht kept winning more contracts, creating a cycle of corruption that seemed unstoppable. The bribes were disguised with code names for politicians and delivered in cash-stuffed briefcases, laundered through pizzerias, and moved by professional money launderers. It all began to unravel in 2014 with a money laundering investigation in Brazil called Operation Car Wash. It's initially focused on the state-owned oil company Petrobras. Investigators stumbled upon a much larger web of deceit. They discovered that Odebrecht was the kingpin. When they arrested the company's CEO, Marcelo Odebrecht, the house of cards began to collapse. Facing long prison sentences, company executives, including Marcelo himself, started to talk. The confessions were explosive. They revealed a bribery network spanning 12 countries, from Latin America to Africa. In Peru, former presidents were implicated, with one even taking his own life to avoid arrest. In Colombia, the scandal tainted presidential campaigns. In Ecuador, the vice president was jailed. The political earthquake was felt across the entire region, leading to protests, impeachments, and a deep crisis of public trust in governments and institutions. The total amount paid in bribes was staggering, nearly $800 million just to secure contracts. The global impact was immense. Odebrecht agreed to pay a record-breaking fine of at least $2.6 billion to authorities in Brazil, the United States, and Switzerland. The scandal exposed the fragile nature of democratic institutions when faced with corporate greed on such a massive scale, showed how easily public funds could be stolen, depriving citizens of essential services like healthcare, education, and infrastructure. The key points of failure were a toxic mix of corporate greed, weak government oversight, and a lack of transparency. The company's internal culture prioritized profit above all else, creating an environment where illegal activity was not just tolerated but encouraged. On the government side, weak anti-corruption laws and complicit officials allowed the scheme to flourish for years. The Odebrecht scandal serves as a powerful and cautionary tale, highlights the urgent need for stronger international cooperation to fight corruption, greater transparency in public contracting, and robust whistleblower protection. While the scandal brought down powerful figures and a corporate giant, the fight against the deep-rooted corruption it exposed is far from over. It's a reminder that holding power accountable is a constant struggle, one that requires vigilance from us all. Thanks for watching. If you found this story fascinating, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more deep dives into the events that shape our world. See you next time.